Welcome to Great Garden Channel, a place where we can enjoy the gentle beauty of nature and learn how to care for plants with love and creativity. I hope that every visit to this garden brings you a sense of relaxation and awakens your love for nature. Today I'll be sharing a semi-hydroponic method for growing orchids, a simple, effective technique that's easy to do at home. Be sure to watch the entire video. Although the orchid still appears to be growing well, I started to notice something concerning. The growing medium felt constantly damp. In addition to the English voice, we have now created dubbed voices in French, German, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, Japanese, Hindi, and Indonesian to help you understand the content more easily. Listen in your preferred language by opening the video and clicking on Settings, the gear icon, to select the appropriate audio language. This level of moisture, if left unchecked, can quietly become a problem. When the medium stays too wet for too long, it limits airflow around the roots, creating the perfect conditions for root rot to develop. And once the roots are damaged, the plant's ability to absorb water and nutrients is compromised, leading to a gradual decline in health. To prevent this, I decided not to wait for visible signs of trouble. Instead, I carefully removed the orchid from its pot and discarded all of the old medium. This allowed me to inspect the root system thoroughly and make sure everything was still healthy inside. At the same time, replacing the overly moist medium with fresh, well-draining material helps improve air circulation around the roots. It creates a cleaner, drier, and more balanced environment for the plant to recover and continue growing strongly. If you enjoy learning and growing with us, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell so you won't miss any new videos from Great Garden. After cleaning up the roots, I rinsed the entire plant with clean water to remove any remaining old potting material and leftover root debris. This step helps ensure that no hidden traces of soil, mold, or decayed tissue remain, which could otherwise carry harmful pathogens into the fresh growing environment. A thorough rinse also refreshes the plant and prepares it for repotting in a clean, healthy medium. When inspecting the roots, if you notice any that are rotting, usually dark brown, soft, and hollow, you should trim them off immediately. Removing these damaged roots helps prevent the spread of pathogens and ensures that the orchid can absorb water and nutrients more effectively. Next, I prepare a mild disinfectant solution using 2 liters of clean water. I dissolve 1 teaspoon of baking soda into the 2 liters of water. Baking soda is a natural antifungal agent. It helps disinfect the plant gently while preventing root rot and fungal infections. I soak the orchid in the solution for about 10 minutes to ensure the roots are thoroughly cleaned and safe. This allows the baking soda to gently disinfect any hidden areas, helping to eliminate potential pathogens and reduce the risk of future infections. I also use the baking soda solution to gently wipe the orchid leaves. With a soft cloth or cotton pad soaked in the mixture, I carefully clean both sides of each leaf. This helps remove dust, residue, and any early signs of fungal spots without damaging the leaf surface. Baking soda acts as a mild, natural cleanser and antifungal agent, making the leaves cleaner, healthier, and less prone to disease. Regular wiping also improves the plant's ability to photosynthesize by keeping the leaf surface clear and breathable. After 10 minutes of soaking, I gently take the orchid out of the solution and place it in a shaded, well-ventilated area to let it air dry completely. Ginger is not only a familiar spice in the kitchen, but also an excellent natural ingredient for orchid care. I use 1 piece of ginger. Slice the ginger into very thin pieces. Slicing it helps the active compounds in the ginger dissolve more easily into the water during soaking. Next, I place all the thinly sliced ginger into a clean glass cup. I add 4 tablets of vitamin B1 into the cup. This type of vitamin is well known for its ability to stimulate root growth and help plants recover quickly after being damaged or repotted. I then add about 1 liter of warm water. Warm water helps the essence from the ginger and vitamin B1 dissolve more quickly, creating a natural orchid tonic that has antibacterial properties, stimulates root growth, and boosts the plant's immunity. Stir the mixture well to help the ginger and vitamin B1 dissolve more thoroughly in the water. Then, let the solution sit for about an hour until it completely cools down. While waiting for the ginger solution to cool down, let me show you a banana-based formula that's incredibly beneficial for orchids. I use ripe banana peels that are neither bruised nor moldy. Then, I cut the peels into small, manageable pieces. This helps the nutrients release more easily during the soaking process. I add 500 milliliters of boiling water, cover the container, and let the solution steep for about 1 hour until it cools completely. The high temperature from the boiling water helps quickly release beneficial nutrients from the banana peels, especially potassium, phosphorus, magnesium, and some natural plant enzymes, which are essential for orchids that are recovering or preparing to bloom. After about 1 hour of steeping, once both solutions have completely cooled and the nutrients from the ginger, banana peel, and vitamin B1 have fully dissolved into the water, I proceed to filter out the clear liquid for use. I use a fine strainer to remove the ginger residue. Filtering thoroughly ensures the solution is clean and clear, free from impurities, which helps prevent sediment buildup that could clog the roots or cause mold during orchid care. Similarly, once the banana water has been steeped long enough, I also strain out all the leftover banana peel. The liquid collected at this stage is a nutrient-rich organic solution, especially high in potassium, magnesium, vitamin B6, and natural enzymes, all of which are highly beneficial for orchid growth. I then dilute this mixture with 1.5 liters of clean water. Diluting it not only reduces the concentration to make it gentle enough for the orchid's sensitive roots. I soak the orchid roots in this oat water for about 10 to 15 minutes, allowing them to absorb the natural nutrients. After soaking the orchid pod in the solution for about 15 minutes, I gently lift the plant out of the mixture. Next, I use a soft cloth to gently wipe both the top and underside of the leaves, making sure no water is left behind, especially in the leaf joints where prolonged moisture can easily lead to fungal issues. Cleaning the leaves not only removes dust and dirt, but also helps the plant absorb nutrients more effectively through the leaf surface, promoting healthy, glossy, and thicker foliage. I use a recycled plastic bottle as a pot. I cut off the bottom of the bottle, but not completely, leaving it in a deep cup shape that can hold a small amount of water at the base. In addition to the English voice, we have now created dubbed voices in French, German, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, Japanese, Hindi, and Indonesian to help you understand the content more easily. Listen in your preferred language by opening the video and clicking on Settings, the gear icon, to select the appropriate audio language. Thread a sturdy string through the bottle cap so it can be hung in a spot with gentle indirect light. Do the same with the other bottles, and you'll get the finished products just like the ones shown above. I begin by pouring a moderate amount of water into the bottom of the prepared plastic bottle. It doesn't need to be too much, just enough to maintain moisture inside the container, creating a humid environment for the roots without causing waterlogging. Next, I gently place the orchid into the bottle, carefully positioning the base so that it either rests on the growing medium or hovers just above the water surface, depending on the planting method you're using. It's important to ensure that the roots aren't pressed tightly against the bottle walls, allowing them to grow freely and absorb moisture effectively. Once the plant is securely positioned, I do a final check to make sure it's stable, then hang the bottle in a spot with soft, indirect light and good air circulation. This method not only saves money and space, but also gives you a visually appealing way to grow orchids while repurposing plastic bottles, perfect for small areas or beginners in orchid care. I bring the plant outside and hang it in a well-ventilated area. When watering, I only fill the water up to the bottom of the roots, not too full, and I always monitor the root color and condition each time I change the water. After a period of care, I'm very happy to see the plant responding positively. The leaves are lush green, thick, and plump. I hope today's sharing has inspired you to start your journey of nurturing the beauty of orchids right at home. Thank you for being here with Great Garden, where we grow green life with patience, love, and a touch of creativity every day. Wishing you a relaxing, peaceful day filled with joy in your beloved little garden.